The greatest science in the world, in heaven and on earth is
love, said by Mother Teresa. Good morning to one and all gathered here. On behalf of the Department of Physical Science, we welcome Father Secretary,
Father Principal,
all the staff members,
and my beloved friends to this morning assembly.
A little science distances you from God,
but a lot of science brings you nearer to Him.
Whatever, nothing can separate us from the love of God.
Now I invite our department nightingales to invoke the presence of God.
Jesus, love me with everlasting love. Jesus, love me with everlasting love. More than my mother ever loved me. More than God ever gave for me. Jesus, my Lord, I never forsake you. Jesus, my Lord, I never forsake you. I will love and live with you. Lord, I'll be your true witness. To do your will, to be like you. To do your will, to be like you. Come with me on your marble sands. My bird says sins in my love. Jesus, love me with everlasting love. Jesus, love me with everlasting love. More than my mother ever loved me. More than God ever gave for me.
Thank you, friends, for the lovely prayer song.
God's word never changes,
But it changes us.
studying the words of God will make you love God.
Let us open our minds to listen the words of Holy Scriptures,
From Holy Bhagavad Gita
Holy Quran,
and Holy Bible presented by Miss Kirba Devi
Miss Amina Nasiha,
and Miss Emily Golda. A reading from the Holy Bhagavad Gita, chapter 9, verse 23. Samoham sarvabhuteshu namede justi na priyaha ye bhajanti dumam pakya maite deshu chapyaham. I am equally disposed to all living beings. I am neither inimical nor partial to anyone, but the devotees who worship me with love reside in me and I reside in them. The end of the reading.
A reading from the Holy Quran, Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 195. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. وَأَنْفِقُوا فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ وَلَا تُلْقُوا بِأَيْدِيكُمْ إِلَى التَّهْلُكَةِ وَأَحْسِنُوا إِنَّ اللَّهَ يُحِبُّ الْمُحْسِنِينَ. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful, and spend in the way of Allah, and do not throw yourselves with your own hands into destruction, and do good. Indeed, Allah loves the doers of good. The end of the reading.
Reading from the Holy Bible. 1 Corinthians chapter 13 verses 4 to 8 and 13. Love is patient and kind. Love does not envy or boast. It is not arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice at wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never ends. So, now faith, hope, and love abide, these three. But the greatest of these is love. அன்பு பொறுமை உள்ளது, நன்மை செய்யும், பொறாமைப்படாது, தற்புகழ்ச்சி கொள்ளாது, இருமாப்பு அடையாது. அன்பு இழிவானதை செய்யாது, தன்னலம் நாடாது, எரிச்சலுக்கு இடம் கொடாது, தீங்கு நினையாது. அன்பு தீவினையில் மகிழ்வுறாது, மாறாக உண்மையில் அது மகிழும். அன்பு அனைத்தையும் பொறுத்து கொள்ளும், அனைத்தையும் நம்பும், அனைத்தையும் எதிர்நோக்கி இருக்கும், அனைத்திலும் மன உறுதியாயிருக்கும். அன்பு ஒருபோதும் அழியாது. ஆக நம்பிக்கை, எதிர்நோக்கு, அன்பு ஆகிய மூன்றுமே நிலையாய் உள்ளன. இவற்றுள் அன்பே தலை சிறந்தது. The end of the reading.
Thank you, friends, for filling our hearts with love through Holy Scriptures.
இது தமிழன்னையை வணங்கும் நேரம்.
பே. சுந்தரம் பிள்ளையால் 1891ஆம் ஆண்டு மனோன்மணியம் என்ற நூலில் உள்ள பாயிரத்தில் தமிழ் தெய்வ வணக்கம் என்ற தலைப்பின் ஓர் பகுதியாக ஈன்றெடுத்த தமிழ்த்தாய் வாழ்த்து.
தமிழர் என்ற உணர்வோடு நெஞ்சினில் சுமந்து நாவால் பாடுவோம்.
நீராறும் கடலொடுத்த நிலமடந்த கெளிலொழுகும் சீராறும் வதனமென திகழ் பரத கண்டமிதில் தெக்கணமும் அதிசிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறர் பிரிநுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திறம்பி அந்த செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
We love to see our flag waving in the air.
May our tricolor flag always fly high and higher
And touch the sky.
I request the chief guest, Dr. A. John Lawrence,
Associate Professor, Department of English, to hoist the national flag.
let us all proudly sing the flag song saluting the national flag.
தாயின் மணிக்கொடி பாரி அதை தாழ்ந்து பணிந்து புகழ்ந்திடவாரி தாயின் மணிக்கொடி பாரி அதை தாழ்ந்து பணிந்து புகழ்ந்திடவாரி தாயின் மணிக்கொடி பாரி ஓங்கி வளர்ந்ததோர் கம்பம் அதன் உச்சியின் மேல் வந்தே மாதரம் என்றே பாங்கி எழுதி திகழும் செய்ய பட்டொளி வீசி பறந்தது பாரி தாயின் மணிக்கொடி பாரி அதை தாழ்ந்து பணிந்து புகழ்ந்திடவாரி தாயின் மணிக்கொடி பாரி கம்பத்தின் கீழிச்சல் காணி என்றும் காடரும் வீர பெருந்திரள் கூட்டம் கம்பற்குரிய அவ்வீர தங்கள் நல்லுயிரீந்தும் கொடியினை காப்பா தாயின் மணிக்கொடி பாரி அதை தாழ்ந்து பணிந்து புகழ்ந்திடவாரி தாயின் மணிக்கொடி பாரி.
Every good citizen adds to the strength of a nation, says Gordon Hinckley.
Now I invite Mr. Varun Raj to lead us in taking the pledge.
India is my country. All Indians are my brothers and sisters. I love my country and I am proud of its rich and varied heritage. I shall always strive to be worthy of it. I shall give my parents, teachers, and all elders respect and treat everyone with courtesy. To my country and my people, I pledge my devotion. In their well-being and prosperity alone lies my happiness. Order.
Group standards. Group attention. Group standards.
What we know is a drop.
What we don't know is an ocean.
Here comes Mrs. Peranchi Selvi to present a thought for the day.
Thought for the day. Science is like a love affair with nature, an elusive, tantalizing mistress. It has all the turbulence, twists and turns of romantic love, but that's the part of the game. So dear friend, don't be afraid of science. Somebody says that science never solves a problem without creating 10 more problems. After facing 10 more problems, we get strong confidence. We will able to face any situations in life. So come let us fall in love with science.
Thank you, friend, for help us to realize the importance of
Love towards science.
Do you love reading newspaper?
Of course, newspaper is one of the source of knowledge as well as the source of current affairs.
Just like love, news is all around. Here comes Miss Helstina Jisha with today's news.
A very good morning and welcome to today's news. The way we get you the biggest news stories from India and across the world, and these are the headlines. The Supreme Court is looking into allegations of metamorphosis of an anti-money laundering law brought to sniff out drug money into a potent weapon to ride rivals and deny rights. Uttar Pradesh Assembly elections. Chacha Shivpal campaigns for nephew Akhilesh Sarkar in UP. The union government has approved the continuation of the police modernization scheme for 5 years up to 2025 to 2026. Jaishankar lauds Indian community's key role in shaping positive image in Australia. Man accused of desecrating religious book stoned to death in Pakistan. 62 arrested. Prominent Sri Lankan legislators called for orderly renegotiation for foreign debt to combat crisis. As cases surge, Hong Kong is rushing to build a Wuhan-style temporary hospitals. Over 70% of India's adolescents in the 15 to 18 age group have received the first dose of COVID-19 vaccine, said Union Health Minister. SBI denies any effort to delay action against ABG shipyard promoters in 22,842 crores bank fraud case. IPL auction dynamics were very different and challenging this time, Anil Kumble. And that's it from me in this edition of news, and thank you so much for you all and have a great day ahead.
Thank you, Jisha, for enlightening with current news.
The scientist may not a person who gives the right answers.
He is one who asks the right questions.
Here comes our quiz masters, Mr. Che Madurai
and Mr. Andrew Nallaya to ask questions for your great answers.
Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Science Quiz. Rules for this quiz competition is very simple. Anyone can answer these questions. Immediately the winner receives a prize. Dear friends, are you ready? Shall we start the quiz? Here is my first question. Which acid is present in our human stomach? Once again, I repeat the question. Which acid is present in our human stomach? So very good. It's very good. I request our chief guest, Dr. John Lawrence, to present the prize. Hydrochloric acid is present in our stomach, which helps for digestion. Are you ready for the next question?
What is the basic principle involving rocket propellant? What is the basic principle involving rocket propellant? Newtons? Very good answer. Newton. Newton's third law explained that for every action, there is an unequal and the opposite reaction.
Which day is celebrated as National Science Day? Once again, I repeat the question. Which day is celebrated as National Science Day? Yeah? Yeah, it's the good answer. Come forward. February 28 is correct answer. I request our chief guest to present the prize. Fourth question.
What is the biggest planet in our solar system? One. Good answer.
What is the most abundant gas present in the Earth's atmosphere? Is the correct answer? I request our chief guest to present the prize. We thank everyone to participate actively in the quiz competition. We also thank Dr. John Lawrence for distributing present to the winners. Let us congratulate the winner once again by giving a big round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you, friends, for adding few more knowledge to our memory.
What is love?
In maths, it is an equation.
In history, it is a war.
In chemistry, it is a reaction.
In art, it is a heart.
But for us, it is science.
Yes, love is science.
Science is love.
Let me invite our orator, Miss Sri Janani, to share about our theme,
Love for Science.
Respected Father, respected teachers, and my dear friends, a very good morning to all of you. The first gulp from the glass of natural sciences will make you an atheist. But at the bottom of the glass, God is waiting for you. These are the words of the father of quantum physics, Werner Heisenberg. Often, we regard science and faith as two different domains with no correlation between each other. But that is not true. Faith refers to the complete trust. When we examine the origin of faith, we find it as pure love. And I can strongly say that science and love are inseparable from one another. That's why the Department of Physical Science has chosen Love for Science as the theme for the assembly. Archimedes was a great mathematician and a scientist from the city of Syracuse. In 212 BC, there was a war between Rome and Syracuse. Syracuse lost the war, and as a result, people of Syracuse were taken to Rome as prisoners. When a Roman soldier ordered Archimedes to surrender, he was very busy solving a problem by drawing circles on sand. He asked the soldier to wait till he solved the problem. But the soldier did not know that he was Archimedes, the great scientist. So he was enraged and immediately slaughtered him with a sword. The last words of the great scientist were, "Don't disturb my circles." Archimedes could have surrendered and saved his life, but his love for science overpowered his fear of death. There are a lot of people who had sacrificed years and years of their life trying out something new, failing many times, trying it again, and finally coming out with a scientific law or a principle. We see that as a simple equation, that's all. But behind those equations, there were pains, there were struggles. Most of them were not even recognized when they were alive. They were the unsung heroes. For us, this month is very special because the National Science Day falls on February 28. There was a great man, Sir C.V. Raman, who took India to the top of the world by receiving the Nobel Prize for the Raman effect. The cost of the Raman spectrograph, the apparatus used to discover Raman effect, was just 300 rupees. Yes, lack of money or lack of facilities, nothing could interfere in his love for science. Friends, we are the prospective teachers getting ready to face the curious young minds of the nation. When Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was asked about the most significant achievement in his life, he immediately replied that it was designing the lightweight calipers for the polio-affected children. Love for science is incomplete without love for humanity. As teachers, it is our serious responsibility to inculcate the questioning behavior, the curiosity and love for science, and above all, the love for humanity in our students. There may be budding scientists sitting in the benches of our classroom. We have to raise those buds carefully so that they may blossom into beautiful flowers of scientific spirit. When we strive hard to induce the love for science in our children, I'm sure we will definitely succeed in bringing out so many Abdul Kalams and so many Newtons in future. I wish you all the very best. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Janani, for leading us to love science.
Teachers have three loves.
Love of learning,
Love of learner,
and love of bringing the first true love together, says Scott.
I invite our prospective teachers, Miss Jaya
and Mrs. Peraji Selvi, to introduce some scientific terminologies.
Good morning everyone. Now we are going to present some scientific terminology. First one is anthropology, the study of human societies and cultures and their development. Then bromatology, the study of food, is a relatively new field. Bromatology is also called food science and a bromatologist a food scientist. Cosmology, the study that deals with the origin and general structure of the universe. Seismology, the scientific study of the sudden violent movements of the earth connected with earthquakes. At last, philomath. Philomath. A word, philomath is a lover of planning and studying. Thank you.
Thank you, friends, for the exposure of few terminologies.
Life is short, but
love for science is long.
Let us watch a fun-filled
and meaningful special performance by our brother Cheta
and his team.
Good morning to all. Science is a system of knowledge that is concerned with the physical world and its phenomena. Science can be divided into different branches: physics, chemistry and biology. Here, each of these subjects stating that they are the best. Let's see what happens next.
Welcome to Science Wars, Chemistry, Bio, Physics, Mathematical, which field is best? I understand the force and energy, quantum mechanics and relativity. My field is pure and they rely on me. I see the universe like nobody. You may have made fun of me in high school for being awkward and following the rules. Now I've got lasers. Wow, that's really cool. May the mass times acceleration be with you. Atoms, entropy, dark matter, string theory. If you want to feel us burn, then I can give you a good reaction. The elements that make us life are my essence and my satisfaction. All the other fields out there are so basic, yeah, I'm the central science. Keep your eye on me, I can keep charge. If you need me, call me up on Avogadro's number. If you leave me, take a titan, shove it up your acid buffer. Dopamine and serotonin will keep you good and happy. Just get your plastic and Nicholas all set up and begin to understand the world. Within me, you'll find light. analysis or the study of vision. Even if you don't pass, you'll enjoy my class.
Dear friends, science is a combination of many subjects. Every subject is correlated with other subject, so don't quarrel with each other. Learn to live together. You should learn to love yourself and develop the love towards science. Thank you.
When you are real,
You are unique with love.
we have a person who proven these words.
He is none other than our senior faculty, Dr. A. John Lawrence.
With great honor, I request our chief guest to address the gathering.
Respected Reverend Father Principal, dear staff and students, good morning. God is love. Therefore, anyone who loves is God. To put it negatively, anyone who does not love is a devil. Do you agree with me in what I say? I hope I am logical and I am right. God is omnibenevolent, which means God is all good. Therefore, anyone who does good and only good is God. To put it negatively, anyone who does not do good or does evil is a devil. Your teachers, you have a task, you have a mission, you have a job to do, not only to teach but to love. Your teachers, and you would be teachers, and you would be serving as teachers for at least 20 years, 25 years, and some even 30 years. I wish that you do your job to the best. At the same time, during your lifetime, during your service, entire service in your life, your students should feel that you have loved them. How do you know that your students are loving you or you have loved your students? Only one criteria, only one test. No student of yours, no fellow teacher of yours should have a feeling that this teacher has spoiled my life, that this teacher has done harm. Because of this teacher, my growth, my peace of mind, my service has spoiled. If so, or if anyone has this feeling, you are not a teacher for that particular student, but a devil. Instead, if your students feel, because of this teacher, I have got life, I have got knowledge, I have got blessing, then you are a God to those and to that student. Forever you will be remembered with gratitude, love and affection. I wish that in your service, not for 1 year or 2 years, but forever, that you be a God to your students and never be a devil to your students. Thank you.
There is only one happiness in this life, to love
and to be loved.
Here comes the man behind our happiness in this campus.
The man of love, Reverend Dr. Thomas Alexander S.J., our principal father, to address the gathering.
A day of love today, am I right? A day of love, very nicely they have chosen the theme, love for science. And our professor also had said love for students. Beautiful. So for something that we need to remember, our life going to be completely for our students who are there in front of us. Okay? Which means, as it was very nicely pointed out by Ms. Janani, wonderful speech, thanks so much. Curiosity. There was a curiosity among the scientists. There is curiosity among the students, which means you need to satisfy that particular level of curiosity with all your efforts, with all your competence. This campus is mainly for building up the competence. Of course, we Jesuits have got other two aims, namely having your own competence, at the same time compassion, and then you also have your own confidential level. Okay? The confidence must be raised so that you are able to competently face the crowd, and there you are able to satisfy the thirst or the real curiosity of the students. In other words, we have to completely slog, work hard, and then you'll have to come to a particular level. Today, as you remember, all the scientists, we need to also imbibe this particular spirit, the spirit of going marches. As I told you, in the calendar, it has been very nicely mentioned, youth for Marandila, youth for greater heights. That is the theme of this year. Youth for greater heights. In other words, one word is in the bracket is given. Anybody? Yes? Marges. Thank you, brother. One word, marges. Something great. It means further, more and more. If you take every day some effort to do something better, and that is going to be something you are going to give, you are going to love God, you are going to love your students, you are loving your parents, you are loving the institution. Okay? And today we would like to remember the physical science group. Wonderful presentation. And very nicely they are also making a kind of a dance presentation. And let it not be a kind of a quarrel among ourselves. Everybody is having something to deliver to the world. So everybody has to learn certain things. So very nicely they were bringing out this particular theme in the song as well as the dance. And also very nicely Janani was bringing out the need for looking at the science, having some love for learning, and all the other groups. So shall we put our hands together and give them a big applause. So congratulations to the Professor Sherlyn, who is here, and all the members. Okay, thank you so much for all the efforts.
Thank you very much, Father, for your loving words.
A nation that is divided
need love to be united.
We rise and fall as
one people, one nation. With this love, let us all sing the national anthem together with pride.
Janagana mana adinayaka jayage Bharata bhagya vidada Punjab Sindh Gujarat Maratha Dravida Utkala Banga Vindhya Himachala Yamuna Ganga Uchala Jaladidharanga Dab Shubha Name Jage Dab Shubha Shisha Mage Kage Dab Jaya Gada Janagana Mangaladayaka Jayage Bharata Bhagya Vidada Jayage 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 Jaya 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 He.
With this, we conclude the assembly by the Department of Physical Science on the theme
Love for Science. We especially thank each and everyone for your kind attention and support. Thank you all. This is Felicia
and Mariam
signing off now with the wish to meet you all in the next assembly.
In this Valentine's Day, let us again remind you,
fall in love with science. Thank you.
Group standings. Group disperse.